What is going on, guys? This is X Factor Gaming, and I've got a special treat for you. We're reviewing, well, I didn't mean to do that, but we're reviewing the PlayStation Mini. I want to thank Rybolt for this little tutorial on how to get this to run on. What I'm doing here is, this is the Xbox app paired with the TV app on the Xbox One. I've got the PlayStation Mini plugged into the HDMI input part of the application. Anyway, we're going to look at a few of these games and see how many of them are any good. We're going to start. Well, we're not going to do Final Fantasy VII because that's obviously good, and that's the marquee game on the whole console. We're going to start with the original Twisted Metal, one of my favorites. I'm going to use Pit Viper. Why? Because I feel like it. Oops. Sorry. There we go. Let's begin. At least it's not Grasshopper. He's Grasshopper ain't in this. She was new in Twisted Metal too. I believe replacing Pit Viper, actually. It's Thumper. We're going to start off with one opponent here. Then we go into others as time progresses on. That's Twisted Metal. Now, instead of my usual rating scale, at the end, I'm going to actually tell you whether you should buy this thing or not. There's some uproar over this, and the uproar is that apparently all these ROMs on here are British. Which is stupid because if you actually get the stuff to hack it, which I will be doing on Friday to get all the stuff needed to review any PS game on this thing, you could actually hack it to put the North American ROMs on here at some point. I think it's stupid that people want to complain, you know, over the oh, it's not an American ROM thing. Who cares? I mean, the ROMs play the same, at least for me, that they do in North America. The ROMs play the same as their North American counterparts to me. There's no frame rate issues. However, there is some darkening texturally. Not in this game, though, and I have a feeling it's just my TV doing it. I'll see it on the computer in just a bit when we dive into Rainbow Six. Looks like I'm shooting green slime at him, and I defeated him with some green slime. Warehouse District Warfare. Okay. 3 opponents. This one is the one I can never pass. We're gonna play this one, and then I'm gonna go show you some more games. I'm gonna do the X Factor of the game a little bit differently this time also. I'm gonna choose a game that's the X Factor instead of one part of it. It may or may not be Twisted Metal, we'll see. We're going to take a look at 3 of the games on this thing that I think are the standout titles. Including, well, obviously Twisted Metal's here, that's a standout title. Again, I'm not going to look at Final Fantasy VII, that'd be obvious. Anyway, that's Twisted Metal. We're going to head back and look at some other games now. The next one we're going to look at is one that a few people were complaining that was even on here. Let's see if Destruction Derby deserves it. I've actually never played this before. Let's take a look. Ooh, Psygnosis made this. It ought to be good then. You would hope. Let's see what this is. We'll go to the wrecking race. I'm curious to see how that plays out. We're gonna go Destruction Derby because that's the name of the game. As you can tell by the title. I'm not grading the games, I'm just picking 3 that I could be standout titles. This one was picked because I've never played it before and I wanted to try it out on camera here for this. We're gonna go Championship. I'm gonna enter our name. Actually, we wanted to... How do I go back? Okay, there we go. X Factory. We've done this already. I think I've hit the wrong button or something. I don't want to do Wrecking Racing. I want Destruction Derby. Why does it keep taking me back? I'll just take the options it's giving me. Wrecking Racing's got to be the same thing as Destruction Derby. We'll probably even do a 4th game. We'll see. Let's see how this works. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so for every race car you hit, you get points. How do I back into another one? I'm not sure how you get points. I got 6 for hitting a car. Oh, do you have to hit it in a certain spot? Yeah, that's how it works here. Get out of my way. I don't know about this one. I mean, it's not a bad game, but it's not necessarily a good one either. I think I had to take Twisted Metal 2 over this. Okay, so Destruction Derby, does it deserve a spot on the PlayStation Classic? The answer is no. And that'll be it for Destruction Derby. I'm going to head back and we're going to play something else. We are now going to... I've been wanting to do this one, the original Grand Theft Auto. So far we've got Destruction Derby doesn't deserve to be here. Twisted Metal does. It's got name value to it.
Grand Theft Auto.
Anyway, let's get this started. Let's get to the car first if we can. Now this one is interesting because of the fact that it was the very first GTA game ever made. I don't really like the controls, but it'll suffice. Square X is your run button or your drive button. When you're trying to get into a car, square will actually get into it and exit it. All you really need to know, just follow the arrows. So is this where Crazy Taxi and Driver got it? I can tell I can't drive. And let's see, triangle backs up. Oh, drove right to the water. Anyway, we're only going to play a few minutes of some of these to save some time. Now, does Grand Theft Auto deserve to be on here? Yes, absolutely it does. Now, let's move on. Anyway, no. The next game we're going to look at is one that I'm not very fond of. This is Battle Arena Toshinden. We're going to look at 5 of the games. The ones that I think are stand out for one reason or another. We've already looked at Grand Theft Auto, we've looked at Destruction Derby, we've looked at Twisted Metal. This, as I said, is Battle Arena Toshinden. Is it any good? Let's find out. I'll just say overall, I can't tell you if it's worth 100 because I paid 75 for this. Amazon, Christmas holidays game. This game is slow as crap. I don't know why this is on here. I think I'd have taken a Tekken game over this. Now you know why I picked it as a standout. because it's one of those bad standout titles on this console. We're gonna give it about 3 to 4 minutes of our time here. It's a kind of reminds me of Soul Calibur, the combination of Soul Calibur and Virtua Fighter, which is kind of an interesting combo. The other reason I'm not going to do Final Fantasy VII is I want to cover that on its own. And this one really doesn't deserve its spot on here. It's decent, but it's not good enough to be on a mini console.
Yeah!
Anyway, let's head back to the main menu and find out what our final game is going to be on this series. Our last game is going to be Rainbow Six. Now, I said to a friend that I didn't like this, but for him, I'm going to give it a second shot. So, out of our games so far, it seems like only Twisted Metal and Grand Theft Auto deserve their spots here. The other two so far have not earned their spots. That being Destruction Derby and the aforementioned Battle Arena Toshinden. But I'm going to give y'all 6 games. I'm going to give y'all a bonus. We're also going to look at Tekken 3 to see if it's on here.
The year is 1999.
Kind of wish I could just skip this, but we're going to play a few minutes of this and figure out if this is worth the shot or not. We'll start on easy because I've actually never played this before, so... Okay, so you could choose your mission. I guess I'll take that one. Let's see if I can see now. That was my main problem before. Hey, I could actually see. The main problem before was I couldn't see what I was doing. That was the main problem through my practice sessions. And I still can't quite see. So, is there like a flashlight I could use or something? Oh, my gun lights up. Okay. My gun kind of lights up the screen there. I can actually see what I'm doing, so this is good. So now that I can see what I'm doing, I can give this thing a fair review, I guess. My first complaint is, well, I don't know if it's a legit complaint, just because the original PlayStation controller, I don't know, if they came with analog sticks, and that's the controller they really should have used. That's my only complaint with the console itself, other than the fact that Twisted Metal 2, Crash, and Spyro aren't on here. I understand why Crash and Spyro aren't, because of the fact that they just released their Xbox One versions. But there's really no reason why Twisted Metal 2 shouldn't be here instead of Twisted Metal 1. Anyway. I think thumbsticks would probably help games like this, too. How do I jump? There we go. Can I jump over the ledge? Really amusing to see somebody play these games that doesn't know what the crap they're doing. I mean, I play Vegas too, but this is nothing like that. Honestly, I can't say much about this one. Does it deserve its spot here? Yes, for historical value. Because it was the first game in the series. We'll play more of this one at a later time, though. And I promise y'all a bonus. We're gonna get it. Right now, actually. Where's Tekken? If I can't find Tekken, we'll do Metal Gear Solid. There it is. Tekken 3 is the game. Let's see if it deserves to be on here. So far, we have Twisted Metal. We have Rainbow Six, surprisingly. And we have, let's see. I think Twisted Metal Rainbow Six might be the only ones that I decided were decent enough, and Grand Theft Auto are the three that are just decent enough to, or good enough to be on here. Let's see though. Let's see what let's see what Tekken brings to the table. So right now, for the good side, the sides that do deserve, we have 3.
Round 1.
We have
Fight.
Destruction Derby and Battle Arena Toshinden for the ones that don't deserve to be here. Does Tekken deserve it? Sure it does. That was like the easiest review I've had to do. I'll go more in depth with these games that I've picked later on. I just wanted to introduce the console right now.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, nice dragon screw there. Just sweet by Nina. Nina, I believe, according to Tekken lore, is a former wrestler. Law is obviously a Bruce Lee knockoff. These graphics are actually quite nice, though. We're going to play a couple of fights on Tekken. I'll play till I lose.
Round 1.
But again, this game definitely deserves to be here. Rainbow Six is the surprise. That one deserves to be here. For the fact that it started the series. Same reason I'm putting Twisted Metal on this list. And because Twisted Metal is actually a decent game. Tekken 3 here? It deserves it, although I'd have gone with Tekken 2. Personal preference.
Round 2. Fight.
I like how easy the moves, the specials are to pull off. I think Street Fighter could have learned from this style.
You win.
La versus Le. Like I said, we're playing until we lose
Round
here.
1. Fight.
And I'm not gonna drop a bat on purpose here. When we lose, and it's all said and done for us. This episode is in the books when we lose. I get a perfect against Lei, and I haven't played this in years.
Round 2. Fight. You win. Round
King,
1.
isn't it?
Fight.
It's the Burger King. Nice. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. Oh, we have a list of commands here. Dragon Storm. I'm gonna lose. Time's up. King wins by timeout.
Round 2. Fight.
Back fist and a back scissor kick.
Final round. Fight.
Well, that back scissor kick was kind of a cheap shot. Well, this is gonna come down to the wire, I fear. And I win. Warang.
Round 1. Fight.
And I got my ass handed to me by Warang.
Round 2. Fight.
Let me try to get back into this. Well, that'll be it, guys. We lose to Warring. I want to... So, the question is, does the PlayStation Mini deserve the heat it gets? Well, for the stupid reason it has the heat, the answer to that is no.
6.
And the X factor of the game for the games we looked at
4. 3.
is easily Twisted Metal.
2.
Thank you guys for watching and have a nice day, everyone. Happy New Year.